Well, Billy, congratulations on the 4-0 win today here at Liversedge. You must have been pleased with that performance.
Yeah, and I think you've got to be, haven't you? You know, we're 35 days into the season, we've played, that's our 10th competitive game already. And then if you had pre-season, 8 games pre-season, we played 18 games now, that's nearly half the season in just over a month and a half. So, you know, it's the lads looked a little tight out. We've just spoke about that on the pitch after the game, and what we've said is we've just got to get through these early stages of the season and make sure we keep picking the points up and keep just ticking them off, and we've done that again today.
Should we start with the decision that turned the game? 12 minutes in, Liversedge were reduced to 10 men. Bit of a lunge on Andy Milne. What did you make a red card for you?
Definitely, and I thought that the referee did really, really well. I think everyone on the ground knows it was a red card. And
I think the referee had his mind up straight away, didn't he?
He did. I said to him at half time, because there could have been a bit of a kerfuffle there, because obviously it was a lunging challenge, and to be fair to them, he's let them down a little bit there, because they started quite bright. You know, they moved it well, they pressed really high, but once he'd obviously been reduced to 10 men, then it changes the whole game completely, and it becomes attack versus defence.
Yeah, it completely does. I completely agree with you. There's still a game to be won though, isn't there?
Absolutely.
After going down to 10 men, they've still got to go and win the game.
Of course they do, yeah.
And we got the first goal after the 20-minute mark.
Yeah.
We should have scored the first time round. Then the second time round, with I think that Dan Clayton got in, his shot saved. He chipped it into Conway, his shot was saved, and then Jimmy Beadle does what he does best.
Yeah, no, I mean, credit to the keeper, to be fair. He's not just made them saves there, he's made a string of saves throughout the game to keep the score line down. You know, we've had a number of chances, but Beadle said to me at half time that he don't often score inside the box. It's a great strike, and I said to him, I've seen it on video already, Jim, and it was well placed. He took his time and found the corner.
We got our second just before half time. Baker breezed past his man, didn't we? It's superb pace. Chipped in for Dan Clayton, who powered him a header. First
goal for the club, yeah. No, great to see Dan on the end of that. You know, we've still got a bit to do there in terms of fitting him into the sort of jigsaw puzzle that we've got. But yeah, great to see him get his first goal for the club.
Into the second half, like I said, it became more evident, didn't it? There was gaps there to be exploited, and we could have had take your pick for the number, in all fairness, couldn't we? But Conway got the third, got him behind, another clever finish.
Great finish from George. He come off. I said to him when he come off, he all right, we're looking a little bit tired now, but it were a class finish again, and we know George is more than capable of that. But it were a class finish after a string of saves from there. Their keeper's done really, really well, to be fair. And he's, you know, from what I'm hearing, he's only a young lad. You know, but thought he held his nerve. He made some good catches in the game, but once Conway went through, to be fair to him, I think everyone in the ground knew he was going to the little lift over the top of the keeper, and did well today.
Adam Baker, who could have scored hat-trick himself, couldn't he really? He got the fourth. He never let him miss it, did he, either, to be honest?
No, well, although he missed a 1v1 at the end there, where he chose to sort of put his foot through when I thought a bit more composure. But I think that's, you know, once players get tired, and I've mentioned right at the very start that, you know, we're 35 days in, 10 games already, and 11 come Tuesday night, the decision-making process goes, and that's what happened in the end. So no, we'll come away from here, we'll take the 4-0, we'll take the 4 goals, take the clean sheet, and we'll move on to Tuesday night.
Jason Micah came on for his debut today. The fans might not know a lot about him. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what we can expect?
Yes, Jace is a very, very, very good holding midfield player who rats about really, really well. Gets, you know, he goes and puts pressure on the opposition, and then when he gets it, he knows, you know, he gives it as quick as he possibly can. And he gets you playing, and I think he'll complement what we're doing. He's also capable of going in and covering at centre half, although to be fair, Paddy went in and did his job at centre half today and did it really well, but he's capable of playing there, he's capable of playing either full back position, so it gives us a lot of versatility, Jace, in terms of where we are. And obviously we picked up the injury to Liam, and then with Nick Thompson obviously as well injured, and probably 2 or 3 weeks away from seeing either one of them back at this moment in time. It was probably the right time to go out, and Jace was available, you know, and I know him from obviously my Harrogate days, and I know Taddy know him from previous to that, because he came from Taddy to me, so no, great to have him on board.
Quick mention to Ryan Woodhead as well, came on for his debut as well, right back.
No, great. Obviously Mike and Si speak very highly of him, and have said that he's good enough to play at this level. So it's, again, I think what's really, really important is in making sure that you know, through the eye-to-eye process of having the academies, having Mike and Si involved in that, it's really important that we've got a pathway for players, and to see them come in and do their bit, and just to be around the changing room and be around the, you know, the senior players in the team is really good for their development.
On to Tuesday night now, we're back at home at the Eye-to-Eye Stadium against Pontefract Collieries. You looking forward to get back to the home crowd?
Absolutely, yeah. No, I've always said to the counties, it's a bit strange because you tend to play like 3 or 4 games at home, and then 3 or 4 games away, and then 3 or 4 games at home, and so you miss that home and away, home and away, home and away. But I get it because of some clubs ground sharing, and we've got to fit in with what's going on above us. So no, it'd be great to get back home. You know, and happy birthday to the groundsman today. You know,
he's a great job.
He does a phenomenal job, absolutely phenomenal job, and it'd be great to get back to the carpet and that. But it's another tough test. You know, what we've got to understand is that everybody wants to beat us, everybody. So, you know, every game is going to be competitive. You know, every team that comes is going to want to turn us over, especially at our place. So we've got to continue the run. I think that's 7 maybe on the bounce now. So in terms of league games, so we've got to keep it going.
Well done today. See you Tuesday night.
Thanks very much.
You say that you need me.